にちは、ゆみです。
And this is Clay. Today is Sunday Haiku, Nichiyobi no Haiku. And we have one from Basho, the most famous poet, and his most famous poem. But before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about what haiku are. You already know, I'm sure, it's 575, but it's not 575 syllables. They're 575 mora, which is a linguistic term that refers to a unit of sound in the Japanese syllabary. So, for example, the word gakko is 4 mora, actually, even though it is gakko 2 syllables. So, ga, chisai, tsu, ko, and then u. That's 4 mora, gakko. So that would count if it was in a haiku, that would count as 4 mora. So one of the 575, that would be 4 of them. And also one more requirement for most, or at least classical haiku, is to include a kigo. Kigo wa nani?
季節を表す言葉。
It's a keyword that gives a hint on what season is being referred to. So let's get started.
古池や蛙飛び込む水の音。
So, furuike. Furu is old or ancient. Ike is a pond. Furuike, an old pond or an ancient pond. Kawazu. What's a kawazu?
カエル。
Kaeru. So it's an old way to say kaeru. It's an old way to say frog. Kawazu. And tobikomu.
飛び込むはジャンプインでしょ。
Jump in. Yeah, literally jump in. So tobu, it's a mixture of tobu and komu to come in. So jump in. There's 2 parts to the action. He's jumping and he's going in. Mizu is water. No oto is the sound of water. So an ancient pond, a frog jumps in, and then the sound of water. This is the most famous haiku in the world, I am sure. So this haiku, what does it mean to you? Or can you explain a little bit about what this means?
古池にカエルが飛び込む水の音でしょ。で、これを想像すると、とっても静かな風景が
Yes,
頭に浮かんでくるでしょ。
I think so. But especially that furuike,
So.
that part. It's very still and silent. It's an ancient pond. Not much is changing. And then,
ポチャンってこ
Pacha.
うカエルがね飛び込んでその静寂を破るというか。
So the
Ne?
the sound of silence is broken.
そう一瞬ね、そこがまたこうなんか響きが残ってるような感じがして綺麗ね。
Yeah, that is nice. So it starts off with the silence and peacefulness, and then there's this sudden action, which results in sound. So we mentioned that most haiku, especially classical haiku, have a kigo. What is the kigo in this haiku?
河津でしょ。
Kawazu. It represents the spring. So this is springtime, and Basho actually wrote this, as I understand it, in the springtime. It was a kind of a competition among other poets, and they wanted to use a single word, kawazu. They wanted to use a frog, and most people, if you were to write a poem about a frog, you would and the sound of a frog, you would probably say gero gero gero, quack quack quack. You would probably say croak croak, but not Basho. Basho, he makes the sound as a result of the action of the frog, not the actual frog itself. And that's kirei.
とっても短いけどよく鑑賞するなんていうのよくこう読んだり聞いたりすると風景が浮かんでくるのね。風景と音も聞こえてくるでしょ。
そうですね。
だからとても綺麗。芸術的。
So I hope you enjoyed that. That's just a quick look at the most famous haiku in the world by Basho. Until next time, bye bye.